America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Welcome to episode 113 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. I'm Joe Parisi. This is the show where we remind you about all kinds of cool things from pop culture that you probably completely forgot about, whether it's an old TV show, an actor, actress, song, video game, what have you. We're going to dig into some fun memories today and turn it into a game. The way we play is very simple. 3 rounds, 7 questions per round with just 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answers at the end of each round. After question 7, I'll go right back over everything you were just asked and tell you all of the answers. So we're going to be in and out in about 20 minutes, and we're going to have a good time. Thanks for being here. Round 1 today is going to be music. Round 2 will be movies. Round 3, a mixed round. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1 is the music round. Question number 1. The 4th single from this boy band's debut album was Quit Playing Games, in parentheses, With My Heart. What band was that? Question 2. The lyrics to Hanson's debut hit single, Bop, start out with a few O's and yeahs, and then the actual lyrics start. That opening line of the song is, "You have so many blank in this life, only 1 or 2 will last." What is the missing word? You have only so many blank in this life, only 1 or 2 will last. What is the missing word? Question 3. 'Cause I am barely breathing and I can't find air. I don't know who I'm kidding, imagining you care. What artist gave us 1996's Barely Breathing? Question 4. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet her. The song Counting Blue Cars was the winner of an award from ASCAP in 1997 and 1998 for being among the most played songs on the radio for those 2 years. What band gave us that song, Counting Blue Cars? Question 5. Anywhere you go, I'll follow you down. Any place but those I know by heart. What band gave us 1996's Follow You Down? Question 6. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, and I can't do, enough to prove it's all for you. Name the artist behind this song. And question number 7. LeAnn Rimes set a record in 1997 and 1998 for having a song stay on the Billboard Hot 100 for a record 69 weeks. Country artist Trisha Yearwood also had a version of the very same song out there at the very same time, which also performed very well. What is the title of the song that I am talking about? And that's going to do it for round number 1. If you haven't caught on, 1996-97 is the theme of this episode, and that's going to carry through for these next two rounds. A couple of great years in pop culture. Question number 1. The fourth single from this boy band's debut album was Quit Playing Games With My Heart. What band was that? That was the Backstreet Boys, and everybody knows that song, Quit Playing Games With My Heart. But here's an interesting fact. There are actually 2 different versions of that song out there in existence. One of them features Brian Luttrell, Backstreet Boy Brian Luttrell, singing both of the verses in that song. The other version has one sung by him, one sung by Nick Carter. That was the original plan, but when they went in to record it, Nick Carter was actually unable to sing his verse as planned because he was having some vocal issues due to the fact that he was going through puberty at the time. So they just had Brian sing it all. In the music video, this is pretty interesting. Look up the music video for Quit Playing Games With My Heart by Backstreet Boys. You will see close-up of Nick Carter singing. He is 100% lip-syncing over lyrics that were performed by Brian. He's not even pretending to sing his own words. Pretty weird little fun fact. Okay, moving on. Question number 2. God, I'm getting off track early. The lyrics to Hanson's hit debut single, Bop, started out with a few O's and yeahs, and then they actually start the lyrics. That opening line of the song is, "You have so many blank in this life. Only one or two will last." What is the missing word? Relationships. You have so many relationships in this life, only one or two will last. That was the missing word. Question 3. Because I am barely breathing and I can't find air. I don't know who I'm kidding, imagining you care. What artist gave us 1996's Barely Breathing? That is Duncan Sheik. Question number 4. Tell me all your thoughts on God, because I'm on my way to meet her. The song Counting Blue Cars was the winner of an ASCAP award in 1997 and 1998 for being among the most played songs on the radio for those 2 years. What band gave us the song Counting Blue Cars? That was Dishwalla. It only made it to number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100, but it stayed on various charts for a whopping 48 weeks. Radio stations, as I'm sure you remember, absolutely loved playing that song. They just played it constantly for like 2 straight years. The lead singer and songwriter of Dishwalla, a guy named J.R. Richards, had said that he actually received death threats over this song because in his lyrics, he depicts God as a female. Can you imagine getting so upset over the lyrics to a pop song on an adult contemporary radio station that you phone in a death threat to somebody? It's crazy, but people did. People got really upset about that. Question number 5. Anywhere you go, I'll follow you down. Any place but those I know by heart. What band gave us 1996's Follow You Down? That is Gin Blossoms. That was released as a double A-side single along with Till I Hear It From You, which was from their album Congratulations, I'm Sorry. Question 6. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say and I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Name the artist behind this song. That is Sister Hazel, and lyrics from the song All For You. Question number 7. LeAnn Rimes set a record in 1997 and 1998 for having a song stay on the Billboard Hot 100 for a record 69 weeks. That has since been beaten by Jason Mraz. Anyway, country artist Trisha Yearwood also has a version of the very same song that was out at the very same time, which also performed very well. What is the title of the song that I'm talking about? So it's one song that both LeAnn Rimes and Trisha Yearwood had out at the same time. The answer is How Do I Live? So this is just the weirdest thing. Somebody else wrote that song, gave it to Leanne, and then gave it to Trisha. I'm not sure exactly what all went down there, but both of them record it and release it within like a week of one another. And both versions take off and find huge success. Leanne's more on the adult contemporary, kind of soft rock radio stations. Trisha Yearwood's more on the country stations. Then wouldn't you know it, both versions get nominated for a Grammy. So they're both there, both versions up for an award that night. They had Leanne scheduled to perform the song. She goes up, sings it live, knocks it out of the park. Then they go and give away the award, and Trisha Yearwood's version wins it. How strange is that?
Round 2.
Round number 2 is our movie round. Question 1. Who played Wally Sparks in the 1997 comedy Meet Wally Sparks? Question 2. Friends star Matthew Perry was one of the leads in the 1997 romantic comedy Fools Rush In. Who was his co-star and love interest in this film? Question 3. In which installment of the Vacation movie franchise did Ethan Embry play the part of Rusty Griswold, a.k.a. Nick Papagiorgio? Question 4. What actor played Bruce Wayne and Batman in the 1997 film Batman and Robin? Here's a hint. This is the one that featured Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Who was it that played Batman? Question 5. There were two main stars of the 1996 comedy film Biodome. One was Pauly Shore. Who was the other? Question 6. Multiple choice. In what year did the movie Wayne's World hit theaters? 1992, 1994, or 1996? Again, Wayne's World hit theaters in what year? 92, 94, or 96? And question 7. A 1996 Wes Anderson directed crime comedy starring brothers Luke and Owen Wilson. Name the film. And that'll do it for the movie round. Now we go back and check those answers. Let's see how we're doing. Question 1. Who played Wally Sparks in the 1997 comedy Meet Wally Sparks? That is Rodney Dangerfield. You know, years before he became famous, he was performing under the stage name Jack Roy. Question number 2. Friends star Matthew Perry was one of the leads in the 1997 romantic comedy Fools Rush In. Who was his co-star and love interest in that film? Salma Hayek. Question 3. In which installment from the Vacation movie franchise did Ethan Embry play Rusty Griswold, a.k.a. Nick Papagiorgio? The answer is Vegas Vacation. Vegas Vacation for me was just such a huge letdown, especially after how great Christmas Vacation was. But to me, the one redeeming thing about Vegas Vacation is Ethan Embry as Rusty Griswold, a.k.a. Nick Papagiorgio. The whole Rusty getting a fake ID and becoming this guy, Nick Papagiorgio, little side story they weave in is just fun. And it's really the only thing I like about that movie. I love the three that came before it, but that one's just not very good. I'll tell you what, though. If you haven't seen the 2015 installment, which was just called Vacation, it stars Ed Helms, Andy Bernard from The Office, and Christina Applegate. Ed plays a grown-up Rusty, and Christina plays his wife. It is hilarious. It is so good. Chevy and Beverly D'Angelo have cameos in it. It is so good. The 2015 Vacation movie, a little bit raunchy, but I was so pleasantly surprised by that one. Check it out. Okay, number 4. What actor played Bruce Wayne and Batman in 1997's Batman and Robin? This is the one that features Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. But who was it that played Batman? George Clooney. This is the film that also featured Alicia Silverstone and Uma Thurman. They played Batgirl and Poison Ivy. Remember that? Question number 5. There were 2 main stars of the 1996 comedy film Biodome. One was Pauly Shore. Who was the other? Stephen Baldwin. Question 6, multiple choice. In what year did Wayne's World, the movie, hit theaters? 1992, 1994, or 1996? The answer is 1992. Wayne's World hit theaters on Valentine's Day, 1992. Question 7. A 1996 Wes Anderson directed crime comedy starring brothers Luke and Owen Wilson. Name the film. Bottle Rocket.
Round 3.
Your third and final round is a mixed round. Question number 1. In the movie Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise played Jerry Maguire. Who played star athlete Rod Tidwell? Question 2. The Buffy the Vampire Slayer television series debuted on TV in 1997, 5 years after the film that starred Christy Swanson as Buffy. In the TV series, who played the lead role of Buffy? Question 3. A TV series classified as an informational docudrama. It involved a lot of reenactments. It originally aired from 1989 to 1996 and was hosted by William Shatner. Over the years, hundreds of viewers wrote to CBS telling them that knowledge they learned on this show allowed them to save someone's life. What was the name of this show? Question 4. Released in the U.S. in May 1997, the Tamagotchi quickly became one of the biggest toy fads of the late 90s. The Tamagotchi is a handheld digital what? Question 5. A TV series on VH1 that debuted in 1996. It featured artists performing in front of small, mostly intimate live audiences, telling stories about their music and sharing memories, similar to MTV Unplugged. What was this show called? Question 6. A, quote, fully loaded citrus soft drink First produced in the 90s by the Coca-Cola Company to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew. It was intended to improve on Mountain Dew by using maltodextrin for a longer-lasting blast of energy, and featured a bolder and brighter presentation. Name this soft drink. And question number 7. Which Nintendo gaming console was released in 1991? And that's going to do it for round number 3. Let's see how you did with these final 7 questions. Question number 1. In the movie Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise played Jerry Maguire. Who played star athlete Rod Tidwell? That's Cuba Gooding Jr. Question 2. The Buffy the Vampire Slayer television series debuted on television in 1997, 5 years after the film that starred Kristy Swanson as Buffy. In the TV series, who played the lead role of Buffy? Sarah Michelle Gellar. Question 3. A TV series classified as an informational docudrama. It involved a lot of reenactments. It originally aired from 1989 to 1996 and was hosted by William Shatner. Over the years, hundreds of viewers wrote to CBS telling them that knowledge they learned on this show allowed them to save someone's life. What was the name of this show? My neighbor growing up watched this all the time. After school, I'd go over there. It was just on in their house every day. Rescue 911. Question 4. Released in the U.S. in May 1997, the Tamagotchi quickly became one of the biggest toy fads of the late 90s. The Tamagotchi is a handheld digital what? Pet. That was the little thing on the keychain that was a digital pet that you would have to tend to and feed and all that stuff. Never had one. Question 5. A series on VH1 that debuted in 1996. It featured artists performing in front of small, mostly intimate live audiences, telling stories about their music and sharing memories, similar to MTV Unplugged. What was this show called? That was VH1 Storytellers. And it kind of messed me up when I was looking at the timeline. I figured those two shows came out around the same time. Just one was the MTV version with the, more rock-focused groups, and, one was the softer rock version over on VH1. Not the case at all. MTV Unplugged debuted all the way back in 1989. So 7 years passed before VH1 debuted Storytellers. By the time VH1 debuted Storytellers, it was like 3 years after we had gotten those legendary Unplugged performances from Nirvana and Stone Temple Pilots and 10,000 Maniacs and the Eagles. 3 years after that is when Storytellers debuted on VH1. In my mind, they were equal. No, not at all. Question 6. A fully loaded citrus soft drink, first produced in the 90s by the Coca-Cola Company to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew. It was advertised as having more of a, quote, hardcore edge. It was intended to improve on Mountain Dew by using maltodextrin for a longer-lasting blast of energy and with a bolder and brighter presentation. Name this soft drink. That is Surge. Surge was actually first launched in Norway, but there they just called it Urge. The packaging, the colors, everything looked exactly the same, except there was just no S. It was just Urge. When it came to the States, it became Surge. Final question. Question 7. Which Nintendo gaming console was released in 1991? The answer is Super Nintendo. I can remember being so excited when I got a Super Nintendo. I was in 6th grade. I got the Super Nintendo basically because I wanted Street Fighter 2. That was all I cared about. So I got the Super Nintendo, I got Street Fighter 2, and I got Star Fox, which was a flying game, which looked so cool. I had never seen something so cool in all my life. Super Nintendo became the best-selling gaming console in a time period that was referred to as the 16-bit era. Its most fierce competition came from Sega Genesis. Now, in that era, most people you knew had either Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis if they were into video games. And you still probably had the original NES, back on the shelf, just kind of pushed out of the way as you were playing all these new games. But if you're anything like me, there was always kind of an urban legend going around that, like a neighbor claimed to know somebody or have a cousin that had this other gaming console that was out at that time that was called Neo Geo. Do you remember hearing about Neo Geo? So it came out at that same time. It was available in like 90, 91. And in reality, the graphics and the sound and everything was far superior to both Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. The problem was it cost $600. It was triple the price of the two big boys in the game, the Nintendo and the Genesis. Those were both like $200. This one was like $600. So most people's parents were like, if we're going to get you one, pick one of these. I don't care. Pick one of these. I'm not getting you the $600 Neo Geo. So there were some lucky ones out there that had it. But in my neck of the woods, it was always kind of I know a guy. My cousin's got it. One of those kind of little urban legend things you just kind of heard about but never actually laid hands on. Were you one of those lucky ones? Did you have the Neo Geo? Did you have a real friend in your life that had the Neo Geo? Or did you just lie about it like my friends did? Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's been episode 113 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name's Joe Parisi. My website is joeparisivoiceover.com. You can email me through there if you wish. Instagram, TikTok, @JoeParisiVO. You can follow me on there. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll go make up a few more questions so we can do this again soon. See ya.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.